first of many. This is SUG Princeton's 55th startup event, and it is the biggest attendance we've ever had, and I'm really thrilled to have a number of startups from our community take the plunge and put out what they're doing for review by judges and the audience. So I'm going to just say a few words as we get going here. Startup Grind, for those of you that don't know, is a global organization. We're in 125 countries and 600 cities, and we have a rocking global conference in Redwood City every year, events in Sydney and Karachi and Mexico City and London, and regional conferences in Barcelona around the world. And we're about helping people with the process of launching a startup. It's really hard, can be lonely, can be heartbreaking, and getting to connect with others that are doing that grind, doing that struggle, and sharing your pain, sharing your success is what we're about. You've all done a great job naming. Thanks for that. There's still some pizza and beer left, I'm sure. We have a sample company kicking off who Sherry Kirkhope is going to do her pitch. She has been through Founders Gym, innumerable pitch competitions, and is going to just come up as someone that's sort of been through that process a number of times. And she's going to take a seat at the judges' table and join the rest of the judges. And then we will have 10 companies pitch. We're going to try to be really tight about they get 5 minutes and then we'll ruthlessly cut them off. We'll get a couple of minutes of questions from the judges. The judges will score them, the next company will come up. And then when the judges huddle to do final scoring, we'll have an open mic. An open mic in sort of the Startup Grind global tradition is if you are looking for help with something or you're willing to help on something, take 30 seconds and say what it is. But help on something doesn't mean I'm going to help you by you buying my product, right? It's not sales, it's about really what you have to give. Social media, we have grown the Startup Grind team to a group of 7 volunteers, many of whom are here today. So if you're in the Startup Grind team and you're not manning the desk with Elizabeth, our co-director, we have Stan, Archana. All right, Michael's still at the desk. I'm really pleased to say our team is from all over the world, so we don't have every continent represented, but we've got Europe, Asia, and North America, a number of languages, women and men, young and old, and that's part of what we're about. If you want to make a selfie and tag us, you can come to the next event for free. We're trying to really step up our game socially, so those of you that do social media, rock on. Our partners, Flying Fish Brewing Company. Those of you that have beer, that's why. Most of our events are at Tiger Labs, which is a co-working space in downtown Princeton, and they are great to work with. And then we want to give a shout out to Princeton University and Princeton Innovation Center Biolabs, this facility. We're very grateful to host this big audience here. We have a couple of university companies pitching, and we're pleased to have that. And then we have a professional photographer, which I guarantee you will produce better pictures than what I do with my cell phone. So we're thrilled. And we're looking for more. So part of these pitch competitions, this is a way to get out in front of a bigger audience. If you're in business that is interested in getting tighter ties to the startup community, come talk to us. We'll work with you on that. With that, this is our first pitch competition. We have a lot to learn. I've been to many, I've seen many, but if you, at the end of this, see anything that we can do better, we're about community feedback. We're trying to do that for the startups that pitch here, but you can't hurt our feelings. If there was something we could do better, let us know. Our judges, so we posted their bios. I'm not going to go into it at great length, but we've got Sherry, we've got Stephen, Kareem, and then Patrice is actually literally driving down from Albany, and it's a long story, but she'll be here any minute, I hope. And when she comes, she'll sit down at the judges' table. She is chapter director of Starpoint Albany, and her schedule had lined up until midday today to participate in this event. So we're very grateful that the judges are here to provide some candid feedback to our participants. And then just, what are we grading these companies on? Here it is, but is the problem important? Is the solution good? Is the solution special? How can we help you? And how good is your presentation? And that's what we're looking at. So it's not about how much money did you raise or how big is your team. It's where are you in the process and what clarity do you have about your next step. And with that, we're going to do some presentation switching. We definitely can improve our process of making all the decks come in and submit and follow standard format. We'll do that better next time. But I'm going to be sitting at that chair furiously, swapping documents out from time to time. So if we have a bump there, please bear with us. And with that, Sherry, I'll turn it over to you.
Good evening. My name is Sherry Kirkle. I'm CEO of Victim's Voice. The problem of abuse has been around forever. In the U.S., 205 million people have been subjected to sexual harassment and/or abuse. Me Too has raised awareness, but it hasn't moved the needle in ways that it should. The current reality is less than 2% of abusers are prosecuted. And shame and trauma prevent victims from remembering enough specific details to bring a case to court. We're solving this with Victim's Voice, a web-based digital diary that allows victims to record each incident of their abuse. We encrypt the data, store it permanently off device, and the output report meets the strictest legal standards of court admissibility. Victim's Voice guides users through a series of questions, each one geolocated, date, and timestamp. We collect the necessary evidence so victims can bring a case to court. Our differentiating feature helps navigate tribal jurisdiction and legal compliance in Native American tribal courts. We simplify the extreme complex so that victims can seek justice. We launched 5 months ago. Because of our strong social media marketing, we have paying individual customers in 30 states. We have secured organizational plans in our partner program, and we're launching our corporate version this year. We've been featured in regional and international media, including network television, broadcast radio, newsprint, podcasts, and digital media news outlets. There is competition in the space, but they focus on a singular market segment and on sexual assault. We made Victim's Voice scalable across multiple markets without having to rebuild our technology. Some of our future market segments include LGBTQ harassment, discrimination, and abuse, foster care abuse, custody and child support, stalking, elder abuse, human trafficking, and more. Our dedicated and extremely talented team is supported by world-class advisors, including the CFO of American Express, and functional experts, including law enforcement, family law attorneys, tribal attorneys, and more. We are seeking to scale our partner programs in areas such as law enforcement, district attorneys and prosecutors' offices, law firms, Native American tribes, nonprofits, and EAP companies. And to increase our social community leaders to manage the growing number of customers we're gaining through social media. My name is Sherry. I was a victim of child abuse and domestic violence. And now, my role is CEO. Our company is Victims Voice, and we are finally giving victims a legal voice. Thank you.
That's why I do that. Good enough for this. Whereas he discussed it fast. I'm not in the opposite direction. She's right before. No, you're right. It's always seemed like a good idea, and then you do it, and you're like, why did you do that? I changed up my deck because I was practicing all day. I'm shaking. Oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't show. You know Isn't that what she said? We made, yeah, it started with the year This was basically the deck. It was all rearranged and one of the sides was taken out. And the microphone, it's been a and we didn't right away thinking of it was going to be and then you're being reversing. But it was they were flying over the jets
Okay, so I came over at 11 o'clock and checked everything, and then I set this up at 5 o'clock, and so now, of course, it's not working. I'm rebooting the computer, and we'll see how it goes in 2 minutes. So.
I was more worried about the drone than I was the pitch. I couldn't feel that inside of my face. It was like completely numb.